Once you finally nail down a deer, figure out where he's at, where he's gonna stay for a while, then you gotta do a little more pre-planning. And the best way to do that is with your binoculars. Personally, I still have one tip that I like to follow, and that is I take my boots off or I cover my boots with fleece booties. And that allows me to be as quiet as a cat when I'm sneaking up to a deer. And every time we come up to a little ridge or a coulee we could cut through to get to him, boom, we ran right into a roadblock of deer. We'd back out, make another loop. Finally, after more than an hour and a half of hiking, we had gotten to within 100 to 150 yards of him. I still didn't know how I was going to cut the distance though, because there were deer to my right, deer to my left, and he was at the very peak. Regardless of the move I made, somebody with big ears was going to see me.
And it's always the buck you didn't see that busts you. But luckily, this muley didn't spook the other two that were still ahead.
So I knew I had to just cowboy up and go, and that's what I did. I decided that regardless if the other deer were looking at me, I was just gonna go for that buck and try and get a shot off. It doesn't matter if you're in Alberta, Montana, Wyoming, Utah, or wherever hunting mule deer. It's an exciting game to play. And I say a game because when you're doing spot and stalk hunting, it literally becomes a game of cat and mouse. You're the cat and you're hunting that mouse and you're hoping the mouse stays put while you pull off your stalk. Now, that doesn't always work. And when things unravel, your mind has got to compute as fast or faster than ever before. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Any hunt is challenging with a bow and arrow, but a hunt where that game is stationary and you're the one having to move, unlike a whitetail hunt where you're the one stationary in a tree stand, things can get a little hinky now and then, and it doesn't always turn out the best for the hunter. Nevada and Alberta, hey, they were both demanding hunts. They're both hunts I'm always going to remember. A lot for the misses, the missed opportunities, the blown stalks. One thing they both had in common, when it came right down to it, two of my best opportunities, they were bungled by wind. The wind swirled Nevada, a big buck got my scent before I had a chance to draw. And in Alberta, I had some wind issues as well. Scent and arrow flight in those high gusty winds. They don't put all those wind generating windmills up there for nothing, Alberta. It's a big clue. Coming off a hunt where you don't kill an animal can be tough, can be a downer, but you always have to look back at all the situations that took place. What did you learn? What did you find out? What would you do different? Those are the things that make me always feel just a little better about any hunt where I don't get a game animal. I've learned something, and hopefully I'm a better hunter because of it. Would I go back? I'd go back to either spot in a heartbeat. And you can bet I've got plans to do just that in the future.